Hi, everybody. It's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and today I am making a diorama, I guess you would call it, little card. And I am creating a scene, which is lots of fun. Cindy's here for a bit, and so stay with me, and I will show you how to make this. All right. Now, I'm using the brand new stamp by Mama Elephant, and it's called Surprise Boxes. Absolutely adorable. You can do all sorts of things with this. But I also saw a card on Instagram by Mama Elephant, and they had created this little gift wrapping center. So you can see it right there. Isn't that just the sweetest? So I'm going to be creating this desk, and I'm going to be using the new farmhouse by Mama Elephant. So this is a barn, and I'm going to make it into a gift wrapping center. Okay. Get all my bits and pieces here. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of cardstock and score it. So the cardstock is 10 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, and then just turn it to the other side and do exactly the same thing. 1/2, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2. So you have created a 4 1/4, and then from this score line to this score line, it's not 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4 area. So you've got a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 square. All right, so now I am going to fold on these score lines. So the first one is a mountain, and then a valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay. So you're just doing an accordion fold to create the sides. So the sides are going to have 3 mountain folds. 1, 2, 3. So I'll do that again. Start there. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Give it a really good burnish. And then you know you've done it right when you've got 3 mountain folds on the side. So that is your card base to create the diorama. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create the inside part first. All right. So this is my barn. Just going to get my glue.
It looks like a big letter A.
It does, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is I have 2 of them. So I'm just going to glue 2 together just to give it extra depth. And this is a heavier cardstock, so you might want to do 3 if you're using a lighter. This is a 110-pound cardstock. Okay. So I'm just gluing those together. Now, I cut this top off but you could leave it if you want. You don't really see it. So I just cut it, just matched up those side pieces. And then I put it on about an inch from the top. So I put it right smack in the middle there, about an inch from the top. And then this little piece goes in here. And because I have two of them together, this is going to give it just a little bit of depth there to distinguish between the two. And then I cut this one. This is the middle part. And I just cut that off. So I'm just going to slide that in to create the desk. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some features. So one of the features I'm going to add is this part here. And this is going to go right along here like this, sort of to give it a shelf, because I'm going to be putting wrapping paper on there. So I'm just going to put that on here like so. I guess I could zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. All right. And then what else am I doing here? I'm going to cut this. And these are going to be drawer fronts. Now, I'm not adding any pop dots or anything. You could if you wanted. I'm just adding little drawer fronts here. You could do this in craft paper. You could ink it. You could do all sorts of things with it. That one is too big. I want this one. You could ink the edges. You do all sorts of things to create your little desk. All right. Now these little pieces are from a die as well. And these I am going to add on the bottom here, just to give a little definition. And I'm also going to cut one up. Make sure they stick down. I'm just going to cut one in half. And then that will be that drawer pull. Okay. And there's my drawer pull. All right. And then up here, I'm going to put a shelf. I'm going to add this little guy. Put a shelf there. And I did have another shelf, but I don't know where it went. I'll just cut a bit off of this one. And we can put another little shelf right here. All right. So there is my desk. Okay, now I'm going to have the fun part. I'm going to add. So the first thing I'm going to make is the ribbon roll. All right, so we'll put my ribbon on. How cute is that? Where are you? There's another one. I just stamped it 3 times. To get these 3 rolls. All right, so there we go. So then I am going to take a marker and I'm just going to add there we go. So now it looks like it is rolls of ribbon. How cute is that? So over here, I'm going to put a present. It can be on the shelf. And then I'm going to put another one down here. And then over here, I've got my rolls of wrapping paper. So we're going to put one here. Kat, you have to see this card.
I do have to see that. Shop station.
So now I'm putting in another roll of wrapping paper. Okay, and then I'm going to stick this little guy up here, but I'm going to cut that ribbon off. Kind of in the way. So he can be on a little shelf there. Or she. Okay, so we still have our little drawer pulls and whatnot. Oh, and I have a little pair of scissors. So we'll put our little scissors right there. Okay, so there we go. So now we are going to slide in. What did I do here? So this piece of paper is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2, I believe. By 1 1/2. And then I just cut a 1/4 inch strip to put along the top here. Just to make it look like a little shelf. And this is going to go in between. So that second mountain fold so that you get that depth. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to stick it in the middle here. See how it pops up? Now on that, I'm going to add this guy. Put him about here, and then I'm going to add this one. Okay, so now there we have our little scene. So now I took a piece of 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. Notice I have red and yellow again. Because of course I love red and yellow. So, so this is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then I cut a 3 1/4 inch square out of there. And then I made a little frame with the 3 1/4 by 3 7/8. Okay, so we're just going to glue that on. So now I'm going to put this on. So you'd never know that I used a barn, would you? For the gift station. There we go. So now it's popping up. Add this little guy on here. Oh, I forgot my frame. Frame just is another element that you can add. There we go. Just push that down. Here, I'll get something back there.
It should be on the other side for a case.
All right, so now we'll just add this little guy onto here. And then on the stamp, look at this one. So on the stamp, they have sending you love and kisses and enjoy all the little surprises. So I'm going to put enjoy all the little surprises on here. And then I have this little guy right there. You may as well use it. I do have a roll of paper left over that I just noticed, but I could have put on there. All right. And then on the back, I'm going to put my personal message. So I've got sending you love and hugs. So I'll put that on the back.
Again, we're supposed to be, it's supposed to be done. Well, I imagine from the picture.
All right. And we're done. How cute is that? So please share. And I will give somebody this card. So Brooklyn made her pokey tools. So I have a whole container here. So she's got all sorts of, she made them all herself and grandma glued them. So there's your pokey tool. They're great for poking paper on a dies. They're very sharp and they have a little protector there. So you can make pierce paper.
This is crazy.
You can remove your paper from your dies, and you can remove tape backing with them. They're very handy. All right, so they're called Pokey Tools. All right, so there's my card. So cute. So please share, and we will. I will give this away to someone. Okay. All right. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to actually make the barn. Okay. This is a new die as well. So I made the little barn, and then this is called the cow agenda. And I've got a little wobble on there. And I made it into a slimline. I rarely make this style of card, but I thought it was really cute. So I've got clouds and grass and a fence and the barn, bales of hay. It's just sweet. Isn't that just the cutest card? Hope your day is filled with sweetness and delightful surprises. Yes, it's very cute. Ha ha, Shelby, you're funny. So I tried to make the doors slide, but I didn't have the proper, I needed a slider die. So, but you know what? It still looks very cute, but I like the interaction, of course. Okay. All righty. So there we have it. 2 new stamps from Mama Elephant and a die, the barn die, which I used in here as well. I think you can do lots. I'll be using this stamp for other things. So cute. And as I said, give these cards to adults as well as children. So they're just not for kids. Adults love them too. All right. Okay. Thanks for joining me. And I will, I have tomorrow off. So I'm not going to be doing a video, but Thursday I'll do a video and I will do this card. And I'm going to be making cookies. So I'm going to be doing farm animals this time. I want to try farm animals. And since we have little cows, I thought that would kind of go with that. So tomorrow there won't be a video, but Thursday and Friday they will. I had left all my things at the store packed. So I wasn't able to create another card that I wanted to, but I will get one made for Friday as well. Okay. All right. So this will be on Thursday. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you on Thursday. Oops. Where am I here?